Hello everyone, how are you? I want to talk about the biggest lie about storytelling. Yes, the biggest lie that you were told and you believe that storytelling is just reading books to little children. Yeah, that's the biggest lie. Let me just destroy that lie for you here. Let me tell you that in the beginning there was nothing. There was just story. Before written words, there was just story. We live in a story. Where we are now in our lives is because of a story. A story someone told you, the news, history, but especially the story you told yourself. So storytelling is not just reading books to little children. It's an art that we all should master. Any leader, any teacher should master the art of storytelling. And first, understand what is the story you're telling yourself, who you are and where you want to go. So who you are and where you want to go, who you are as a person. Where do you want to go as a teacher? Ask yourself that question. What is the story you told yourself about yourself? The battery's going low, huh? But I need to tell you this. So let me tell you a little story about myself. All my life I told myself that I was useless. Okay? And when I was a child, I was dyslexic and I missed 90% of the lectures in primary school, secondary school, and in the teacher training course because I did not have the logical mathematical abilities. I was not clever enough, but no one was tapping into those intelligences. No one was using the power of storytelling to engage me. So, with that story I was telling myself, where do you think I was going to head to? Yeah, exactly. I was heading towards failure. So as soon as I discovered storytelling, I completely changed the story I told to myself. So now with the power of storytelling, I use that in the classrooms and I can tap into the intelligences of all students so I can really make an impact with the art of storytelling. So now, ask yourself what story you're telling yourself, who you are and where you want to go. So I made some notes and I don't want to miss anything of what I wanted to say to you. So, who I am now. What is the story I tell now to myself? I am passionate. I am compassionate. I care. What are my skills? I'm a great storyteller. And I know how to engage my students. I know how to encourage my students. And I know how to tap into their talents. That's me. So I'm heading towards something great because that's the story I tell to myself. So first, think about the story you tell to yourself, right? Who you are, where you want to go. So once you reset that story, you're limitless. You can go out and tell your story to the world. And then you're going to create an impact. You're going to create an impact in your classroom. So if you're a linguist, you're a grammar teacher, you have no idea how powerful storytelling can be in your classrooms. I mean, if you master this art, I want to be in your classroom and I want to relearn all about grammar because I just didn't get it. Yeah? And you can tell them your story. Why do you believe in what you do? Why do you believe grammar is important? Why do you believe that teaching linguistics is important? Tell your hero's journey. You're going to create a massive impact there. And you're going to you're going to make all the 90% of your students that don't get it, that don't understand because they're not clever enough, like me, in that intelligence, that they don't have the logical, mathematical abilities, you're going to engage them and you're going to make massive impact because you know your story. You know who you are. You know where you're heading. So that's what I wanted to tell you. So now let me ask you, do you still believe that storytelling is just reading a book to little children? Okay, once you master the art of storytelling, you can use it in any format. You can read a book to little children, you can read a book to adults, but if you know your story and you know the power this has, you will embody the story. You'll use your eyes, your hands, your intonation, all of that. We know that. Those are techniques, right? But first, you need to adjust the story you tell yourself, and you'll find courage there. That's why when I adjusted my story, I found courage to stand up and start making these live videos and start telling you how important this is, because I really want to make an impact. This really changed my life, and I want you changing other people's lives, because if you're in a classroom, I know that now with all of this, you're teaching online, but you can still use the power of storytelling. And you have all those students there. It's like compulsory. You have them there jailed in your classroom. You might as well engage them all. You don't want to waste the time, the life. I felt all my life that teachers just wasted my time. It's precious time. So I hope now I have destroyed that myth about storytelling and I get all of you engaged. And so join in the challenge, okay? I want you to join in the challenge, and I want you to take this opportunity to get this training with me. I'm going to over-deliver. I'm going to give you the best that I can, okay?